What keeps you so late? It's almost dark.
We're planting far out by the forest edge.
Oh, so you're done then?
Aye, farm is seeded. Boys asleep?
They will be soon.
I think we'll see green fields soon. It's warm as blood beneath the clouds.
That's well.
Crop is good, I buy George Jacob's heifer. How would that please you, Elizabeth?
Aye, it would.
I need to please you, Elizabeth.
I know it, John.
Cider?
Aye.
This farm's a continent we go foot by foot chopping seeds in it.
It must be.
Let you come with me on Sunday and we'll walk the fields together. I've never seen such a load of flowers. Massachusetts is a beauty in spring.
Aye, it is.
I think you're sad again, are you?
Come home so late, I thought you'd gone to Salem this afternoon.
I have no business there.
Well, you did speak of going earlier this week.
I thought better of it since.
Mary Warren's there today.
Why'd you let her go? You heard me forbid her go there.
I couldn't stop her.
It is a fault, Elizabeth, a fault. You're the mistress here, not Mary Warren.
She frightened all my strength away.
Tell me that little mouse frighten you.
It is no mouse no more. I told her, I forbid her to go. She raises up her chin like the daughter of a prince and says, I must go to Salem, Goody Proctor, for I am an official of the court.
Court what court?
Aye, it is a proper court they have now. There be 4 judges sent from Boston, and at the head sits the deputy governor of the province.
She's mad.
I would to God she were. There be 14 people in the jail now, and they'll be tried, and the court have the power to hang too, she says.
Hang? Hang, you say?
The deputy governor promised hanging if they'll not confess, John. The town's gone wild, I think. Mary Warren speak of Abigail as though she were a saint to hear her. Abigail bringing other girls with her, and where she walks, the crowd parts like the sea for Israel. Folks are brought before them, and if Abigail scream and howl and fall to the floor, the person's clapped in jail for bewitching her.
It is a black mischief.
I think you must go to Salem, John. I think so. You must tell them that it is fraud.
It is surely.
Let you go to Ezekiel Cheever. He knows you well. And you could tell him what Abigail told you in her uncle's house. She did tell you it had naught to do with witchcraft, did she not?
Aye, she did.
I would go to Salem now, John. Let you go tonight.
Think on it.
God forbid you keep something like that from the court, John.
I know I cannot keep. Say I will think on it.
Good then. Let you think on it.
I am only wondering how I may prove what she told me. If the girl is truly a saint now, I think it not be so easy to prove she's fraud. And we were in a room alone. I have no proof of it.
You were alone with her?
Aye, for a moment.
Well, then it is not as you have told me.
For a moment, I say. The others came in soon after.
Do as you wish, then.
I'll have your suspicion no more.
I have no suspicion.
I'll not have it.
And let you not earn it.
Do you doubt me yet?
John, if it were not Abigail that you were to go to her, would you falter
now? Look you!
I see what I see, John.
Not to be judged by you anymore. I have good reason before I charge fraud on Abigail. Let you look to your own improvement before you judge your husband. I have forgotten Abigail.
And I.
Spare me. You forget nothing and forgive nothing. I have gone tiptoe in this house this past 7 months. I have not gone from there to there without, I think, to please you. And still an everlasting funeral marches around your heart. I cannot speak, but I am doubted every moment, judged for lies, as though I come into a court when I come into my own house.
John, you are not open with me. You said you saw her in a crowd, you said.
I'll plead my honesty no more.
John, I'm only trying to...
No more! I should have roared you down the moment I heard of your suspicion. But I wilted, and like a Christian I confessed. Some dream I must have mistaken you for God that day. But you're not. You're not. Let you remember that. Let you look for the goodness in me and judge me not.
I do not judge you. The magistrate that sits in your heart is what judges you. I never thought you to be but a good man, John, only somewhat bewildered.
Oh, Elizabeth, your justice would freeze fear. Mary Warren, do you mock me? I forbid you go to Salem. Did I not? I'll whip you if you leave this house again.
I am sick. I am sick, Mr. Proctor. Pray hurt me not. My insides are all shuddering. I've been in the proceedings all day, sir.
What are these proceedings here? When will you proceed to take care of this house like you were paid £9 a year to do? And my wife not wholly well.
I made a gift for you today, Goody Proctor. I had to sit long hours in a chair and pass the time with sewing.
Why, thank you. It is a fair pocket.
We must all love each other now, Goody Proctor.
Aye, indeed, we must.
I'll get up early in the morning and clean the house then. I must sleep now.
Mary Warren, is it true there be 14 arrested?
No, sir. There be 39 now.
Oh, she's weak. What ails you, child?
Goody Osborne will hang.
Hang, you say?
Aye.
The deputy governor will permit it?
He sent it, sir. He must. But not Sarah Good, for Sarah Good confessed, you see.
Confess to what?
That she sometimes made a compact with Lucifer and signed her name in his black book with her blood and bound herself to torment Christians till God's thrown down and we must all worship hell forevermore.
Well, surely you know how much of a jabber she is. Did you tell him that?
Mr. Proctor, in open court, she near choked us all to death.
Choked? How choked you?
She sent her spirit out.
Oh, Mary, why surely you
She
don't...
tried to kill me many times, Goody Proctor.
Well, I never heard you mention that before.
Well, I never knew it before. I never knew anything before. She come into the court and I say to myself, I must not accuse this woman, for she sleep in ditches so old and poor. But then, she sit there, denying it, and I feel a misty cold climbing up my back. The skin on my skull begin to creep. I feel a clamp around my neck and I cannot breathe air, and then I hear a voice, a screaming voice. And it were my voice. And then, all at once, I remember everything she done to me.
What did she do to you?
So many times, Mr. Proctor, she come to this very door begging bread and a cup of cider, and mark this, whenever I turned her away empty, she mumbled.
Mumbled. She made mumble hungry.
But what did she mumble? You must remember, Goody Proctor, last month, a Monday, I think. She walked away and I thought my guts would burst for 2 days after. Do you remember it?
Well, I think I do, but
And so I told that to Judge Hawthorne, and he said, Goody good, says he. What curse do you mumble that this girl may fall sick after turning you away? And she replies, Why, Your Excellency, no curse at all. I only say my commandments. I hope I may say my commandments.
And that's an upright answer.
Aye, but then Judge Hawthorne said, Recite for us your commandments. And of all 10, she could not say a single one. She never knew no commandments. They had caught her in a flat lie.
And so condemned her?
Well, they must when she condemned herself.
But the proof.
I told you the proof. It is hard proof. Hard as rock, the judges said.
Mary Warren, you'll not be going to that court anymore.
I must say it, sir. I'll be gone every day now. I am amazed you do not see what witty work we do.
What work you do? It's strange work for a Christian girl to go hang old women.
But, Mr. Proctor, they will not hang them if they confess. Sarah Good will only sit in jail some time. And here's a wonder for you. Think on this. Goody Good is pregnant.
Pregnant? Are they mad? The woman's near 60.
They had Dr. Gates examine her, and she's full to the brim, and smoking a pipe all these years, and no husband either. But she's safe, thank God, for they'll not hurt the innocent child. But be that not a marvel? You must see it, sir. It is God's work we do. So, I will be gone every day for some time now. I am an official of the court, they say.
I'll official you.
I'll not stand for whipping no more, Mr. Proctor. The devil is loose in Salem, and we must discover where he's hiding.
I'll whip the devil out of you.
I saved your life today.
I am accused.
You are somewhat mentioned. But I told them, I never saw no sign you ever sent your spirit out to hurt no one. Well, seeing as I do live so closely with you, they dismissed it.
Who accused me?
I am bound by law. I cannot tell. I hope you'll not be so sarcastical with me no more. 4 judges and the king's deputy sat to dinner with us but an hour ago, and I would have you speak civilly with me from this out.
Go to bed.
I'll not be ordered to bed no more, Mr. Proctor. I am 18 and a woman, however single.
Then if you wish to sit up, sit up.
I wish to go to bed.
Good night, then.
Good night.
Oh, the noose is up.
There'll be no news.
Abigail wants me dead, John.
Sit you down, Elizabeth.
She wants me dead, and you know it.
Elizabeth, we have to be calm.
Oh, indeed, indeed.
Go to Ezekiel Cheever and I'll tell him that Abigail told me you were only sport.
John, with so many people in the jail now, far more than is needed now, will you favor me this? Go to Abigail.
What do I have to say to Abigail?
John, you have a faulty understanding of young girls. There's a promise made in any event.
Promise? What promise?
Spoken or slander, the promise is surely made. And Abigail may dote on it now. Oh, I'm sure she does. But she means to kill me. She means to take my place. It is her dearest hope, John, and I know it. There'll be 1,000 names to call. Why does she call mine? There'll be a certain danger in calling a name such as I. I am no goody-good that sleeps in ditches, or Osborne, drunk and half-witted. But there'll be a certain danger in calling a name such as I. She dare not call a name such as I, but there'll be a monstrous profit in it. She means to take my place, John.
She cannot think that.
John, have you ever shown her any sign of contempt? She may walk by you in church, but you will blush.
You blush for my sin?
I see another meaning in that blush.
Now what see you, Elizabeth? What see you?
I see you to be somewhat ashamed, for I be there and she be so close.
When will you know me, woman? If I were stone, I would have cracked for shame this 7 months.
Then go and tell her she's a whore. If there be any promise that she sends, break it, John, break it.
Good then, I'll go.
Oh, how unwillingly.
Do you think me base, woman? Do you truly think me base?
I never thought you to be base.
Then how do you charge me with such a promise? A stallion gives a mare I gave that girl.
Then why do you anger with me when I bid you break it?
Because it speaks deceit, and I am honest. But I'll plead no more. I see now that your spirit wraps around the single error of my life. But I'll not plead anymore, and I'll never tear it free.
You'll tear it free, John, when you come to know that I'll be your only wife, or no wife at all. She has an arrow in you yet, John Proctor, and you know it well.
Good evening.
Why, good evening, Mr. Hale.
I hope I do not startle you.
No, it's just that we heard no horse.
You are Goodwife Proctor?
Aye, Elizabeth.
I hope you're not off to bed yet.
No. Come in, Mr. Hale. We usually do not expect visitors this late, but you are welcome. Sit you down.
Oh, let you sit, Goodwife Proctor.
Do you drink cider, Mr. Hale?
No, it rebels my stomach. I have some further traveling yet tonight. Sit you down, sir. I will not keep you long, but I have some business with you. My apologies.
Do you come here on business of the court?
No, I come of my own, without the court's authority. Hear me, I know not if you are aware, but your wife's name is mentioned in the court.
Yes, we know that. Our Mary Warren told us. We're truly amazed.
I am a stranger here, as you know, and in my ignorance, I find it hard to draw a clear opinion of those that come accused before the court. And so this afternoon, and now tonight, I go from house to house. I come now from Rebecca Nurse's house. And
Rebecca's charged?
God forbid such a one be charged. She is, however, mentioned to someone.
You cannot think that Rebecca would be charged with the trafficking with the devil.
Woman, it is possible.
You cannot think that.
These are strange times, mister. No man may longer doubt that the powers of the dark are gathered in monstrous attack upon this village. There is too much evidence now to deny it. You will agree, sir?
I have no knowledge of it, but it'd be hard to think that such a pious woman secretly be the devil's bitch these last 70 years.
Aye, but the devil is a wily one. You cannot deny it. However, she is far from accused, and I know she will not. I thought to put some questions as to the Christian character of this home, if you'll permit me.
We do not fear questioning.
Good then. Now, in the book of record Mr. Paris keeps, I note that you are rarely in church on the Sabbath day.
You are mistaken, Mr. Hale.
Only 26 times in 17 months. Sir, I must call that rare.
Mr. Hale, when Mr. Paris came to Salem, I did not think I would have to count to that man whether I go to church or I stay home. My wife was sick this past winter.
Oh, so I have heard. But you, sir, why could you not come alone?
Surely I came when I could, but when I couldn't, I prayed in this house.
Mr. Proctor, your house is not a church. Your theology must tell you that.
Aye, it says that, but it also says that a minister may pray to the Lord whether they have 2 golden candlesticks or not.
What golden candlesticks?
When we built that church, pewter candlesticks were on that altar. Francis Nurse made them. You know, no sweeter hand ever touched the metal. And when Mr. Paris came, he preached golden candlesticks until he got them. I slave from the dawn of day to the blink of night, and when I see my money glaring at his elbows, it hurt my prayer, Mr. Hale. It hurt my prayer. I think he dreamed cathedrals, not clapboard meeting houses.
Aye, sir, but a Christian on the Sabbath day must be in church. Tell me, you have 3 children.
Aye, boys.
How come it that only 2 are baptized?
I like not that Mr. Paris would lay his hand on my baby. I see no light of God in that man.
I must say it, Mr. Proctor. That is not for you to decide. The man's ordained, therefore the light of God is in him.
What is your suspicion here, Mr. Hill?
No, I have no suspicions in this.
I nailed the roof on that church. I hung the door.
Did you? That's a good sign, then.
I think we may have been too quick to bring the man to the book, but surely you cannot think we desire the destruction of religion in this house.
There is a softness in your record, sir, a softness.
I think that we have been a bit hard on Mr. Paris. I think so, but that does not mean we've been trafficking with the devil here.
Do you know your commandments, Elizabeth?
I surely do. There be no mark upon my life, Mr. Hale. I'm a covenanted Christian woman.
And you, sir?
I surely do.
Let you repeat them, if you will.
The commandments?
Aye.
Thou shalt not kill.
Aye.
Thou shalt not steal. Or cometh thy neighbor's good, nor they make unto thee any graven image. Thou shalt not take the Lord's name in vain. Thou shalt not have any gods before me. Thou shalt honor the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Thou shalt honor thy father and mother. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image.
You have said that twice, sir.
Aye.
Adultery, John.
Aye. I think it'd be a small fault. We know them all between the both of us.
Theology, sir, is a fortress. No crack in a fortress may be accounted small.
There be no love for Satan in this house.
I pray it. I pray it dearly. Well, then, I bid you good night.
Mr. Hale, I do feel that you are suspecting me somewhat, are you not?
No. Goody Proctor, I do not judge you. My duty is to add what I may to the godly wisdom of the court. I pray you both good health and good fortune. Good night, sir.
I think you must tell him, John.
What's that?
Will you please tell him?
I have no witness, and I have no proof yet my word be taken, but I know the children's sickness has naught to do with witchcraft.
Not to do?
Mr. Paris discovered them in the woods, and he leapt out, and they took fright.
Who told you this?
Abigail Williams.
Abigail?
Aye, Abigail.
Abigail Williams said it had naught to do with witchcraft.
She told me the day you came, Mr. Hale.
Why did you keep this?
I didn't know until now that the town has gone so daft with this mischief.
Mischief? Sir, I myself have examined Sarah Good, Tituba, and numerous others that have confessed to dealing with the devil. They have confessed it.
And why not if they hang for denying it? There are many that will confess to anything before they hang. Have you thought of that?
I have indeed. And you, sir, would you testify to this in court?
I have reckoned not going into court, but if I must, I will.
Ah, sir, but you falter there.
I falter nothing. I only may wonder if my story may be credited in such a court. And I wonder how such a minister will suspicion a woman that can never lie. That woman cannot lie. The world knows she cannot lie. I may falter, I am no fool.
Proctor, let you open with me now, for I have heard a thing that troubles me. It has been said that you hold no belief there even be witches in this world. Is that true, sir?
No, not what I have said, but I have said it. I wonder if there be witches.
But surely you believe that there are witches working in this trial.
I have no knowledge of it, but the Bible speaks of witches, and I cannot deny it.
And you, woman?
I cannot believe it.
You cannot?
Elizabeth, you bewilder him.
I cannot think that the devil may own a woman's soul, Mr. Hale, when she keeps an upright way as I have. I am a good woman, and I know it. If you think that I can be living a good life, then be secretly bound to the devil, then I must tell you, Mr. Hale, I do not believe it.
But surely you do believe that there are devils and witches working in
If you say that I am one, then I say that...
You surely do not fly against the gospel.
She believes in the gospel. Every word.
Question Abigail Williams about the gospel, not myself.
She doesn't doubt the gospel. This is a Christian house. A Christian house.
God keep you both. Let the third child be quickly baptized, and go you without fail each Sunday into Sabbath prayer. And keep a quiet, solemn way among you. I think this all
John.
Giles, what's the matter?
They take my wife, Martha, and Rebecca nurse.
Rebecca?
John, you better come and take her in this wagon. You've only just now come from the jail, and they're not let us in to see them.
They've surely gone wild now, Mr. Hale.
Reverend Hale, can you not speak to the deputy governor? I'm sure he must take his people.
How is Rebecca charged, Mr. Nurse?
For the marvelous and supernatural murders of Goody Punno's babies. What am I to do, Mr. Hale?
Believe me, sir, if Rebecca Nurse be tainted, then there is nothing left to stop this whole green world from burning. Let you rest on the justice of the court, sir. The court will send her home, I know it.
You cannot mean she'll be tried in court.
How may such a woman murder children?
Man, remember, until an hour before the devil fell, God thought him beautiful in heaven.
I only said she were reading books. I never called her a witch.
Good evening to you, Mr. Proctor.
Good evening, Mr. Cheever.
Good evening, all. Good evening to you, Mr. Hale.
Surely do not come here on business of the court.
I do, Proctor, I'm the clerk of the court now, you know.
It's a pity, Ezekiel, that an honest tailor such as yourself, who might have gone to heaven, must now burn in hell. You'll burn for this, you know it.
You know I must do as I am told. You surely know that, Giles. And at least you not be sending me to hell. I like not the sound of it, I tell you. I like not the sound of it. As you know, Proctor, how heavy be the law, all this tonnage I do carry on my back tonight. I have a warrant for your wife.
What say you, a warrant for my wife? You say she was not charged.
I know nothing of it. When were she charged?
I'm given 16 warrant tonight, sir, and she is one.
Who charged her?
Why, Abigail Williams charged her.
Abigail Williams, on what proof?
Sir, I have little time. I'm fit to search your house, and I like not to search your house. So would you please, give me any puppets your wife may keep here.
Puppets?
I never kept no puppets, not since I were a little girl.
I spy a puppet, goody Proctor.
This is Mary's.
Would you please to hand it to me?
Have the court found a text in puppets now?
Do you keep any other puppets in this house?
No, nor this one until tonight. Now what signifies a puppet?
Why, a puppet may signify. Now, woman, would you please to come with me?
She will not go with you. Go get Mary Elizabeth.
No, I'm forbid to leave her from my sight.
You will keep her out of sight and out of mind. Go get Mary Elizabeth.
What signifies a poppet, Mr. Cheever?
Why, a puppet may signify, why this.
What's that?
Willard, it's a needle.
And what signifies a needle?
Why, this go hard with her, Proctor. I had my doubts, but here's calamity. Here, sir, you see it.
Why? What meaning has it?
Abigail Williams sat to dinner at Reverend Parris's house tonight. Without word nor warning, she fell to the floor. He goes to save her, and stuck 2 inches into the flesh of her belly, he draw a needle out. The man how she begun to be so stabbed, she testified it was your wife's familiar spirit that pushed it in.
Why, she stuck it in herself. Surely you cannot take this as proof, Mr. Hale.
This hard proof, Proctor. I find here a puppet, goody Proctor keeps, and stuck into the belly of the puppet.
Here now, Mary Warren, how did this puppet get into my house?
Why, what puppet's that, sir?
This puppet.
Why, I think it is mine, sir.
And how did it get into my house?
Well, why, I made it in the court, sir, and give it to Goody Proctor tonight.
You have it now, Mr. Hale?
Mary, a needle were found stuck into this puppet.
I meant no harm by it, sir.
What say you now?
Mary, you charge a cold and cruel murder on Abigail.
Murder? I charge no
Abigail were stabbed. A needle were found stuck into her belly.
She charges me?
Aye.
Why, the girl is murdered. She must be ripped out of the world.
You hear that? Ripped out of the world. Really?
Out of my house! Say, out of my house!
No. You ripped the deputy governor's warrant, man.
Damn the deputy governor! Out of my house!
No, Proctor.
Get you gone with them too. You're a broken minister.
Proctor, if she is innocent...
If she's innocent, why not you think Paris be innocent, or Abigail Williams? Is the accuser always holy now? Were they born this morning clean as God's fingers? I know what's walking Salem. Vengeance is walking Salem. We are what we always were. But the children hold the keys to the kingdom now. And vengeance writes the laws. This warrant is vengeance, and I will not give my wife to vengeance.
I'll go, John.
You will not go.
John, I have 9 men outside. We cannot keep her. The law, I cannot budge.
Pontius Pilate, God will not let you wash your hands of this.
John, I think I must go. When the children wake, speak nothing of witchcraft. It will frighten them.
I will bring you home, Elizabeth. I will bring you soon.
Oh, John, bring me soon.
You will fall like an ocean in that court. Fear nothing.
I will fear nothing. Tell the children I've gone to visit someone sick.
chained. Willard, off with them. I'll not have her chained.
In God's name, John, I can't help myself. I must see that all of them are chained. But you keep inside this house until I'm gone. Man, are you blind?
Out of my house.
Mr. Proctor!
Out of my sight.
Charity, Proctor, charity! What I have heard in her favor, I will not fear to testify to in court. God help me. I cannot judge him guilty nor innocent. I know not. Only this consider. The world goes mad, and it profit nothing you should lay the cause to the vengeance of a little girl.
You are a coward. Though you be ordained with God's own tears, you are a coward now.
Proctor, I cannot think God be provoked so grandly by such a petty cause. The jails are packed. Our greatest judges sit in Salem now, and hangings promised. Man, we must look to cause proportionate. Were there some murder done and never brought to light, abomination, some secret blasphemy that stinks to heaven, think on cause, man, and let you help me to discover it. For there's your way. Believe it, there's your only way when such confusion strikes upon the world. That you counsel among yourselves, and think on your village, and what may have drawn from heaven such thundering wrath upon you all. I shall pray God open up our eyes.
Mr. Proctor, very likely they'll let her come home once they're given proper evidence.
You are coming with me to the court, and you will tell them what you know.
I cannot charge murder on Abigail.
You will tell them that the poppet was yours and that you stabbed the needle in it.
She'll kill me for saying that. Abigail charged lechery on you, Mr. Proctor.
She's told you?
I have known it, sir. She'll ruin you with it. I know she will.
Good then. Your saintliness is gone. Let us slide together into our pit. You will tell the court what you know.
I cannot do that. They'll turn on me.
My wife will not die for this. I will bring your guts into your mouth, but my wife will not die for me.
I cannot do it. I can't.
Make your peace with it. Heaven and hell grapple on our backs and all our own pretenses fall. Make your peace with it. It is a providence. There need be no good change. We are what we always were. But naked now, I naked. In the wind, God's icy wind will blow.